Hello, Madam Helen. Good evening. Long time. How are you doing? You're welcome. Good evening, Mama. Good evening, Madam Helen. It's long time. How are you doing? You're welcome. Thanks for joining. You've been missing. You went on vacation. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. Long time. Hello everyone. Thanks for joining. Please make sure to share the video. Give the video a thumbs up as you join. Just share the video. Give the video a thumbs up. Hey, Ellen, I see you. Thanks for joining. You're welcome. You're welcome, Ellen. Thanks for joining. Madam Helen, how are you? Long time. You traveled. You've been missing. You're welcome back. Hello everyone, thanks for joining. Please give the video a thumbs up, share, invite people to join. Share the video with your family members and friends. Just share so that other people can join us. Let's share. Happy weekend to everyone. Good evening. Good evening to everyone and happy weekend. Hope you are all doing fine. Today is another day, beautiful day that the Lord has made. And we are going to rejoice and be glad in it. Please share the video, give the video a thumbs up so that other people can join. Mommy, I just got back. Okay, you are welcome. Thanks for joining. Yes, you have been missing, so I thought you travel. You're welcome. Thank you for joining and hope you had a wonderful stay. You're welcome back. So how are you doing? You are all welcome. Please, we are 19 watching, just 2 thumbs up. Please make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Just double tap on your screen. That is how you can easily give the video a thumbs up. If not, click on the 3 buttons at your top right hand side. Just click on those tiny buttons and then select the button thumbs up and give the video a thumbs up. Today we have something very important to discuss, so I would really like each and every one of you to share the video so that people can learn from this video. It's going to be a life-changing video. It's going to be a video that is going to change your mentality, how you have been thinking. If you have been thinking something else about diabetes, this video is definitely going to change your thinking because it's something very important. And I would really like us to understand the teaching of today and take it very seriously because many people are victims of what I'm going to talk here today. So please, share the video, let people join us, share to your family groups, share to your WhatsApp group, share on your WhatsApp status so that people can join us, please, because many people, especially in our African community, they are so ignorant about diabetes, what diabetes actually is. Some don't even know where to start. They don't know. They know they have diabetes and they have to live with diabetes. But I want to bring some clarities about what diabetes actually is. If you can actually reverse your diabetes, which is very important if you are living with diabetes, pre-diabetes or insulin resistance. And that is why I'm urging each and every one of you to share this video so that many people can join us. Let's create diabetes awareness in our community. There are people outside there struggling with diabetes. They are struggling not because they don't want to manage their diabetes, but just for a single reason that they don't have the right information. But with the information that I am passing out here, if you can share it to someone, you might be saving that person's life. So please share this video so that other people can reach this information. Other people can get access to this information because they are vital information. I am not just coming here to talk anything. I am talking out of experience. I am talking out of what diabetes is doing to people. I am talking about how serious diabetes is. But many people living with diabetes don't even take diabetes seriously because they have been living with it for years, and according to them, it's just part of them. It's normal. No, it is not normal, because that is not your destiny. That is not what God created you to be. God did not create you with diabetes. You only grew up and acquired this condition, which means that you can do away with the condition. Please share this video to as many as possible. Let us create diabetes awareness in our community. If you can share it, it's already 10 people listening to this message, and which can go even more further. As of now, we are 19 watching. So if each and everyone can share this video, then we are having 38 people in possession to this knowledge. So why not share it? Help me share it to save a life, please. And like I said, today's video is very important. I will not waste enough time. I will not take our time. I will just dive and go straight into the video, because what I want to say is something that is very important. And I want to believe that many people who are living with diabetes have heard this or are facing the same situation. So I want us to talk about it. I want us to understand it and know it, because it is important. If you don't know it, it will be very difficult for you to even struggle, or for you to even gain courage to fight your diabetes. For those of you who are new here, if you're watching me for your very first time, or if you're seeing my face for your very first time, my name is Mirabekono. I'm a registered nurse and a certified diabetes educator. My platform is to help to create diabetes awareness and to help our African community to know that they can reverse their diabetes. They can manage their diabetes while they are still eating our African foods, because we have been told that our African foods are not good because they are high in carbohydrate, which of course it is a fact. Our African foods are high in carbohydrate. I'm not denying that, but if you can know how to eat these African foods, you can be able to manage and reverse your diabetes while you are still eating our African foods. You don't have to throw away our culture because you have to manage diabetes. No, the key is for you to know how to eat it. Know which kind of African foods you are supposed to eat and which African foods you are not supposed to eat, or which African foods you are supposed to eat but in moderation. And that is my goal on this platform. I am out to educate each and every one of you, so many as possible, on how to eat our African foods while they are still managing their diabetes. I don't want anybody to feel that diabetes is a death sentence, because diabetes is not a death sentence. Diabetes does not define you, so you can still eat your African foods, but then eat them in a smart way and still manage your diabetes. So if they are still managing their diabetes, so it is very important for us to know that, because many people have lived in bondage, thinking that because they have diabetes, they don't have to eat cassava, they don't have to eat plantain, they don't have to eat gari, they don't have to eat fufu. No, that is not the concept of diabetes. You can eat them, but eat them in moderation. You can eat them, but eat them smartly. And that is why we are here to learn how to do it. I have created a lot of videos teaching us how to eat, teaching us when to eat, teaching us the kind of food that we can eat when we are managing diabetes. But today, I'm not actually to talk more about our food. I am about to address something which is very disturbing to me as a person. And I want to believe that it might be disturbing some of you also, because many people have been told that once you are diagnosed with diabetes type 2, it is irreversible, that you have to live with this diabetes all through your life. And not only that, that you have to live with diabetes medications all through your life. I want to tell you today, with a full chest, with all confidence, that is a big lie. Whoever tells you that diabetes type 2 is irreversible, or whoever tells you that when you have diabetes type 2, you have to live with those drugs for the rest of your life, that is a big lie. Never you take it seriously. Never you take it seriously, because that is a lie. Yes, it is a lie. And why is it a lie? It is a lie because your body has the power to reverse diabetes. Your body has the power to reverse diabetes. When you have diabetes type 2, it is a problem where your body is still producing insulin, which is the main hormone that has to take sugar from your bloodstream into your cells. So if your body is still producing this insulin, it means that when your body has the right environment, this insulin is going to work well. But the problem with diabetes type 2 is that this insulin is not working well, which is the root cause of diabetes type 2, known as insulin resistance. So by the time you fix that insulin resistance, you can then start to reverse your diabetes. You can then start to reduce your medications. It is possible. You can reverse diabetes. It is possible. You can stay without diabetes drugs because you are a type 2 diabetic. You are not type 1. It is type 1 diabetic because they no longer produce insulin, that they need insulin all their lives. But as a type 2 diabetes, you don't even need these medications. Just your natural cell. Like I said, your body is in the position to reverse this insulin resistance, but you have to create the right environment for it to do its work. Yes, please like the video and share the video. God bless you. Thank you very much, Ivo Bekono, for that reminder. Please like the video and share the video. Matthew Bello says it can be reversible irrespective of the number of years. Thank you very much, Matthew. It can be reversible. But some people have grown to believe that diabetes is not reversible because, of course, they grew up in a family where they are diabetes. With that, they grew up to believe that, okay, because my grandparents had diabetes, my mother had diabetes, and I am suffering with diabetes, it means that this is a condition that is irreversible. No, the thing is that your grandparents and your parents had diabetes, and because you grew up in the same environment like your parents, you grew up to adopt the same lifestyle that your parents and even your grandparents were living. With that same lifestyle, you are forced to have diabetes and you are forced to live with diabetes. But if you start making changes, if you start taking the bold step and say, I am not going to live like my mother or father, I am not going to live like my grandparents, and then you start making changes in your lifestyle, especially on your diet, believe you me, before you know it, your blood sugar levels will start dropping. So if your parents had it, your grandparents had it, and you are also having it, is because of the environment that you are living in. You just woke up and you adopt the same system that your parents and your grandparents had. But if you make some changes, you are going to see that you can reverse your diabetes. And it is possible because, like I said, your body is still producing insulin. So you just not using that insulin properly. It is not a problem of insulin deficit. No, you have too much insulin in your system. And that is why you are having this problem called insulin resistance. You are having too much insulin, and then you have to look for ways to reduce this insulin, which we are also going to talk about in this video. Hello, Lovette. Good evening. Thank you very much for joining. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining. So yes, you can reverse diabetes, but to reverse diabetes, it is not magic. You are not going to wake up one day and you find out that your diabetes has been reversed. No, you have to work for it. You have to show up. You have to put in the effort and do it consistently. And no matter how difficult it might look, you have to keep pushing. It is not magic. It's not going to happen for one day because you did not develop diabetes in one day. It took you years before your doctor diagnosed you with diabetes. That means it also has to take you some time before you can reverse this condition. But the problem is that many of us as Africa, we don't like to do something for a very long time. When we start doing something and we wait for 2 to 3 weeks and we are not seeing results, we give up. No, with diabetes, you don't have to give up with diabetes. Just like the diabetes is not giving up on you, that is how you shouldn't give up on it until you start seeing results. People who are consistent in managing their diabetes, they see results. People who don't give up, they see results. People who take actions, they see results. If you don't take action and you are thinking, okay, I'm going to take the drugs that they have prescribed for me and my diabetes is going to go, it's not going to help you. Those drugs, they are not going to help you. That is not the solution to your problem. That is not a solution to your problem. It is not going to help you. By the way, this video is inspired by a comment that I got from my 4-week diabetes reverse program. For those of you who don't know, I have a diabetes reverse coaching program on WhatsApp where I guide and teach people how to reverse their diabetes with our African food. So in this coaching group, I teach you step by step what is diabetes for you to really understand it, because if you don't even understand what diabetes is all about, you are not even going to be able to reverse the diabetes. So in this group, I teach you basically everything you need to know about diabetes and the steps that you need to take for you to reverse your diabetes. So I got a comment from my group this week. Got that comment from one of our members. She said her doctor, she wrote it in the group, she wrote it in the forum, and she said her doctor told her that diabetes is irreversible, that she is not going to reverse her diabetes because diabetes is irreversible. She is going to stay on her medication for the rest of her life. And she dropped it in the group. At the moment, I understood why the doctor had to say what he or she said. For a second, I understood that, why the doctor said that. And to me, it's because, okay, the doctor might have said this because if you ask people that are having diabetes, majority of them, if you tell them after being diagnosed with diabetes, if you advise them to change their lifestyle or to change their habit, you will realize that many of them don't do it. That's a fact. You will realize that many of them don't pay attention to the change your lifestyle and change your eating habit. And because of that, many of them, they stay and they continuously live the life that they have been living. So if your doctor tells you that your diabetes cannot be reversed, or if your doctor tells you that you are going to live with this diabetes tablet for the rest of your life, I want to believe that it is because your doctor has followed you for a while and he or she has noticed that your lifestyle is not changing. You are still living the same lifestyle that you have been living before you were diagnosed with diabetes. So that is what came into my mind, that okay, it might be because of that, and that is why the doctor is saying that your diabetes cannot be reversed or you can never get off those medications. But remember that these doctors also are trained. They are being trained to manage diabetes. They are being trained to manage your blood sugar levels and not to cure it. I made a video in which I used myself as an example. While studying as a diabetes educator in school, we were taught all the forms of insulin, all the names of insulin, their dosage, how many units we have to give when the blood sugar levels ranges between this number to this number, what we have to do, how we have to reverse them. But when it comes to diet was barely spoken about. So we grew up in that school occasions for you to keep taking your insulin. That is the same thing with these doctors. They are being trained to help you to manage your condition. And for them to manage your condition, they are being trained to give you medication. So whenever you appear to them and they check your blood sugar levels are high, the first thing that comes into their mind is for them to increase your dosage, because as a doctor, you are not expecting them to tell you that don't take these medications, go and start doing intermittent fasting. No, your doctor will never advise you to go and do intermittent fasting. They will tell you to keep on taking the medications, even though some of them know that diabetes is irreversible and the medications that they are giving you, these medications are not going to help you to reverse that diabetes. But if they are giving the medication just to control your blood sugar results, but because many of us, we don't even know what diabetes is all about, when we go to our doctors and they say your diabetes is not reversible or you're going to live with these medications all through our lives, all through your life, you believe them. You go back home, you start living the same lifestyle that you have been living even before you were being diagnosed with diabetes, thinking that because they have given you these drugs are going to help you to manage your diabetes. No, the drugs are only there to reduce or to lower your blood sugar levels. The drugs don't go to the root cause, which is insulin resistance. It is the same thing. Let me use this analogy. It is the same thing like when you have a bacterial infection. What happens? When you have a bacterial infection, you start having symptoms like fever. Most people, majority of people, when they have a bacterial infection, they will have symptoms of a fever. So the fever is your symptom. But when you go to visit your doctor and your doctor realizes that you have a bacterial infection, what happens? Even though you are having that bacterial infection and you are struggling with fever, your doctor will not give you paracetamol to go and cure that bacterial infection. What are they going to give to you? They are going to give you antibiotics. Why? Because these antibiotics is going to handle the root cause, which is that bacterial infection. And so when they handle the root cause, which is that bacterial infection, with the antibiotic, when it is being damaged, then the fever will go away. That is the same thing with diabetes. When you go to your doctor and you are being diagnosed with diabetes, in this case, your doctors, they don't give you what is going to treat the root cause. Yeah, they are giving you what is going to help to cure the symptom, which is the high blood sugar. Your high blood sugar is not your diabetes. That is just a symptom to the main problem. But you have to fix that main problem. If you don't fix the main problem, which is insulin resistance, just like your doctor said, you are going to stay with those medications all through your life. And also, you are never going to reverse your diabetes because you are not facing the root cause. If I'm making sense. John 3 verse 16 says, for God so loved the world that he gave. I think it's back. Hello, can you hear me? My internet is disturbing, guys. Please, can you hear me? Okay. Madam Helen, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Please, please, let's come back. The internet is disturbing, but I think we are connected now. We are connected, please. Share the video so that people can join. The internet don't want to mess up, or just share the video. The internet is not stable. The connection is not stable. Can you hear me, guys? Oh, can you hear me? Yes, so like I was saying, if you are having diabetes and you go to your doctor, no, their aim is for them to manage your diabetes. They are there just to manage your blood sugar. They are not out to cure your diabetes. They will not go into the root cause. What they are going to do to you is they are just going to give you medications to reduce your blood sugar levels. And if they are giving you these medications to reduce your blood sugar levels, know that you are forced to like live with these medications all through your lives, because of course they are not touching the root cause. But the moment they start treating the root cause, then you can be able to reverse your diabetes. So long as the insulin resistance is not being treated, you are forced to live with these medications all your life, and you are forced to live and believe that diabetes is not reversible. Now, the problem is not even about the doctors. The problem is to you as an individual. What are you doing to even change your condition? What are you doing to change your system? Since you went to your doctor and they told you that you are having diabetes, that you have to change your lifestyle, have you done some changes? Have you done some things contrary to what you used to do in order for you to even manage your blood sugar levels? Because it is not only about the doctors, but as you have to take control of your health. But of course, if you don't know what diabetes is all about, then it will be very difficult for you to even take control of your diabetes. Like I said, diabetes is not a problem of insulin deficiency. No. For people with diabetes type 2, these people have too much insulin in them. That is why for a person having diabetes type 2 and they are still going to inject that person with insulin, it is wrong, because it is not going to help that person. This person is already having insulin resistance. So you going to inject external insulin again to this person is worsening the situation. It's not going to help that person. It's not going to help them because their body can still produce insulin. The problem is that the cells are being resistant to this insulin. It is like you have a key with you, but the key cannot open the lock. So the best thing for you to do is for you to look for a way to fix the lock so that the key can fit into the lock. Not pumping too many keys again into that lock is not going to change the problem. So long as that lock is not fixed, you cannot open it. But fix the lock. When you fix the lock, and then the lock is going to open whenever you put the key. That is the problem that we are having with diabetes type 2. So you have to understand that that is the problem. That is the problem. That is what is happening to you. And the medications that they are giving you, they are just giving you medications to take that sugar that is in your body and force it into your cells. And this is the thing that is causing many people to have problems. You start hearing people complaining of eye problems. You start hearing people complaining of kidney problems. You start hearing people complaining of nerves damage. It is because they are forcing this sugar to go into these areas where the sugar does not belong. Fix your diabetes. Fix your diabetes. Like I said, why your doctor will tell you that diabetes is not reversible is because many people with diabetes, they are very, very inconsistent with their lifestyle. They are very inconsistent. If they say do something, be consistent with your lifestyle, be consistent with your eating habit, they will try it for 2 to 3 weeks. And after these 2 to 3 weeks, if they are not seeing results, many of them, they will abandon the lifestyle or the eating habits and they go back to their old habit. It is bad. You have to be consistent. If you want to truly manage your diabetes, you have to be consistent. You have to put in the work. You have to sacrifice. If you don't sacrifice, you cannot get results, which means that you have to show up and do the work and do it again. Not doing it today and tomorrow you are not doing it. No, do it. Be consistent in what you are doing. If you want to change your lifestyle, if you want to start exercising, exercise where take it for 3 to 6 months. If you don't see results, then you know that you have tried. Because if you consistently exercise or you consistently change your lifestyle for 3 to 6 months, believe you in me, you will see results. You will see results. You will see your blood sugar levels drop. You will see changes in your life. Not only about your blood sugar, your health in general is going to take a new stand. But you have to be consistent. Don't do it today because you are not feeling fine tomorrow. You don't do it. No, whether you are feeling fine or you are not feeling fine, you have to show up for it. If not, you are not going to see results. That's the simple truth. It is not magic. For you to reverse diabetes, there is no ready-made pill there. There is no quick fix. No quick fix. Yes, there is no quick fix. There is no pill that you will say, if you take this pill is going to help you to reverse your diabetes immediately. No. Even if you are on the pills, you still have to work. Yes, you still have to work. Put in the effort. Forgo some things. Try some food. There are some foods that you see everyone around you eating, but as a diabetic, avoid those foods. Don't eat them because you know that if you eat those particular foods, your blood sugar levels are going to go up. Stay away from them. Stay away from them. The medications that you are taking, they are just there just to control your sugar levels, to bring them down. But if they come down, before you know, they will shoot back up because the real problem is still there. So fix the real problem. When you fix the real problem, everything is going to take its position. Sorry. Do we have questions? If we have any questions, I would like to know in the comment section. Please, if you have questions, let me know. If you have any question, please drop them in the comment section. Let's discuss. Yes. So if your doctor tells you that diabetes is irreversible or you have to stay with your drugs all through your life, don't believe it. You don't have to believe it because it is a big lie. You can reverse diabetes, but you need to know what to do to reverse it. You need to know. And also there is a difference between reversing diabetes and curing diabetes. When you have diabetes, diabetes is not curable. You cannot cure diabetes, but you can reverse diabetes. So what is the difference between curing diabetes and reversing diabetes? If we say that we have cured you, it means that you no more have that problem. That problem has been done. For instance, let's go back to our analogy of the antibiotics. If you have a bacterial infection and you receive your antibiotics and then the bacterial infection is gone, then you are cured with that bacterial infection. That is being cured. But when you have diabetes, diabetes is not curable, but you can reverse it. And when we talk about reversing diabetes, we mean that you are able to bring your blood sugar levels back under control, under the normal range, even without medications. So even though you are not taking medication, but you still have healthy blood sugar results, and they stays there for a very long time. That is what we are talking of, diabetes, reversing diabetes. Some people can even say diabetes remission. You hear of remission is not only for people who are struggling with cancer, because when we are talking about cancer, we mostly hear of this word cancer remission. Diabetes also, you can put diabetes into remission, and that remission is what we call it reversal, which means that you put your blood sugar levels back under the normal condition, even though you are not on medication. But the thing is that when you put them in their normal range and you go back to your unhealthy lifestyle, you can easily bring back your diabetes. Take for it, is it just like you putting diabetes in reversal means that you put your diabetes into sleep. Yes, that's a good example. It's just like you putting your diabetes into sleep. But if you go back to your bad habits, like eating junk food, drinking alcohol, smoking, eating whatever you want to eat, when you start doing that, you can easily wake this diabetes from sleep. And that is what you have to avoid. If you reverse your diabetes, maintain that same healthy lifestyle that you used in reversing it, that you use in gaining your normal blood sugar levels, so that you will not go back into this diabetes state. So reversal and curing diabetes, they are two different words. You cannot cure diabetes, but you can put it in remission. Putting it in remission means that you are reversing your diabetes. You're putting your diabetes under a normal blood sugar control, even without medication. And now, let us talk about how you can do it to put your diabetes under remission. What can you do to put your diabetes in remission? Because it is possible. The first thing for you to do is for you to reduce insulin resistance. Remember, I told us that the main cause of diabetes, by the way, is insulin resistance. So if you want to put your diabetes in remission, or if you want to reverse your diabetes, the first thing that you have to start doing is for you to reduce insulin resistance. And the best way for you to do it is for you to start eating low carbohydrate foods. Start eating low carbohydrate food. Forget about bread. If you can even give up bread for 1 month, you will see a difference in your life. I'm not saying you should not eat gari. I'm not saying you should not eat fufu. I'm not saying you should not eat rice. But if it is possible, if you can give up rice, gari, fufu for 1 month, because these are the foods that are really high in carbohydrate. If you cannot eat them in moderation, please give them up. Don't eat them. If you cannot eat gari, rice, fufu in small portions, then just give them up. Surrender, because whenever you eat them, they are going to spike your blood sugar levels. If you still continue to eat gari, to eat rice, to eat pounded yam, to eat eba, it means that you have to eat them just in small quantity. I taught about the plate method, where you can eat just a quarter of carbohydrate, not a big portion of carbohydrate. No. If you are that person that is eating in large quantity, then the best thing for you is just to forgo the carbohydrate foods, because those are the things that are fueling your blood sugar. Those are the things that are fueling you or making your insulin resistance to be worse. Another thing is for you to start eating foods that have a lot of fiber. And we have them in our African community. Everywhere behind our houses, we have all sorts of vegetables. Eat vegetables. Eat a lot of vegetables. In these vegetables, you can get that fiber. In fruits, you can get fiber. In certain foods, you can get fiber. So make sure to go for foods that are high in fiber, because fiber, I always say, it acts like your blood sugar police. It is that thing that is going to stand on the way to say your blood sugar levels is not going to spike. But if you are eating naked carbohydrate, there is no fiber there is nothing to block it, know that your blood sugar levels are going to go up. So whenever you are eating, in order for you to reduce your insulin resistance, eat food that contain a lot of fiber. And that is why we say in your plate method, let half of your plate be filled with vegetables. It is not for anything, but for the fact that these vegetables are high in fiber and vitamins, and they are going to help to slow down how sugar enters your bloodstream. It is very important for you to eat like that. If you cannot reduce your carbohydrate content, if you know that you like gari too much, you like eba too much, you like pounded yam too much, and if you eat a small portion, it will not fill you up, I will advise you to stop eating the eba. Change your lifestyle. Your lifestyle has to change if you need to manage your diabetes. The second thing for you to do is for you to lose some belly fats. Many people that have diabetes, if you see them on the street, you can point fingers that this person is living with diabetes, this person has diabetes, or this person has insulin resistance. If you see them on the street, you will know them from their stomach, their belly, the lining of their stomach. You will know, of course, that these people are struggling with insulin resistance. If you are that person, if you are moving around with big stomach, please start there. Reduce your belly fat, because that belly fat is one factor that is preventing your insulin from working well, because the fat that is there is blocking your insulin from working well. So reduce it. Go and exercise. Do body exercise. Do something to reduce your belly fat. When you start eating well, your belly fat is also going to reduce. But if you keep on eating carbohydrates from now to tomorrow, your belly fat is not going to reduce. And that is when you will go to your doctor, and your doctor will tell you that your diabetes is irreversible. You are going to live with those medications all through your life. Yes, he has the right to tell you that, because he is seeing you. All the signs are all over you that your lifestyle has not changed. You have to change your lifestyle and start by reducing your belly fat, because that belly fat is blocking insulin from doing its work. It's blocking insulin from doing its work. So do something to reduce your belly fat. Another thing is, eat at the right time. When are you eating? Some of you, there is no day that you've ever thought of doing intermittent fasting. When you wake up in the morning, the first thing you are thinking of is food. When you stop eating, it's only when you are sleeping. No. If you are managing diabetes, that system is not going to help you. It is not going to help you. You have to give your body a rest. The thing is that whenever you eat, if you did not know, let me tell you now, whenever you eat, whether you are eating what, anytime you put something in your mouth, you are causing an insulin spike. Anytime you put food in your mouth, you are asking insulin to be released and dumped into your system. So if you are eating 6 times a day, it means 6 times a day you are having insulin production. If you wake up in the morning, you are taking breakfast, you are asking insulin to be produced. If at 10 o'clock you are eating that biscuit, you are telling insulin, come, I need you. If at 12 o'clock you are eating, you are telling insulin, I need more of you, insulin. And what is going to happen? The more this insulin is being released into your system, that is how you are being, your insulin resistance is going worse and worse every day, because of constant eating. Because of constant eating, you don't give your body time to rest. You don't give your pancreas time to rest. Every time your pancreas is in constant production of insulin. If you are doing like this, you are worn out your pancreas. At a certain point, your pancreas will get tired, and it will not be able again to even release the little insulin that you still have in your system. So learn how to stay without food. Learn how to stay without food. Do intermittent fasting. Do intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is the best thing that is going to help you to go into the root cause of insulin resistance. It is not the medications that you are taking. It is not the metformin. It is not the Monjaro. It is not the Unidiamicron. They are not going to help you. They are just there to reduce that sugar. But when you start doing intermittent fasting is going to the root. Why intermittent fasting is facing the root problem, intermittent fasting is also facing the symptom, which is high blood sugar levels. So it will not only reduce your blood sugar levels, but it will start reversing your diabetes. So start doing intermittent fasting from today, so that next time when you go to your doctor will see that your diabetes is reversing. When you start doing it, your doctor will see that your diabetes is reversing. And why is it going to help you? It is going to help you because the moment you stop eating, when you stop eating breakfast, some people, when they wake up 7 a.m., the first thing they are doing is rushing to the kitchen, thinking of how to go and eat bread and drink some tea with sugar and milk. That is adding sugar into your system. You don't need it at that time. You can push your breakfast from 10 a.m., 11 a.m. to 12 noon. When you do it like this, you are giving your body rest, and then that sugar that is already been stored in your body can then be broken down and used as energy for you. And doing that also, you are giving your pancreas some time to relax and rest, not only pumping insulin into your system. So if you have never done intermittent fasting, please start doing intermittent fasting. If you want to reverse your diabetes, we still have up to 2.5 months to the end of this year. Use these 2.5 months to reverse your diabetes. Use these 2.5 months to bring your blood sugar levels down. Don't enter 2026 with the same high blood sugar levels that you used in 2025. It will be wrong on your part because you have the information. I am giving you the information. And now for those of you who are struggling with intermittent fasting, I have a product here, the Feel Great system. This is a product, or this is a system that is going to help you effectively. If you are that person that has difficulties in controlling your mouth, you always want to eat, you are craving, you want to eat anytime you see food, this system is something that will be good for you. It's going to help you to cut that craving. It's a stool product. You have the Unimate. The Unimate is in a powder form. Both of the products are in a powder form. What you do is for you to just open them and dilute them in water. You see, there are two. The Unimate is in lemon form. For those of us who have been struggling for years to lose weight, we know what lemon does to us. So the Unimate is in the form of lemon, and the balance is with orange taste. Orange, we know orange, they are full with fiber. So the balance is actually a fiber mixture. So what happens is that when you wake in the morning, first thing on an empty stomach, if you are doing intermittent fasting, before you even brush your mouth, you start with your Unimate. You open your Unimate, dilute it in a bottle of water and take it along with you and drink it. This is going to cut your craving. It's going to energize you. It's going to boost your energy, your mental clarity. I'm telling you, when you start taking these things, it's amazing. They are amazing. All that craving that you used to crave, you can eat from now to tomorrow. You will not have it again. You will not have it again. Before, I used to think I cannot stay a day without eating 2 to 3 times. But now, with this product, I'm eating just once a day. And I'm eating not because I'm really hungry, but I'm eating because today is today and I have to eat. Let this day not pass without me eating. So with this product, I'm going the whole day without eating, which means I'm actually fasting for 23 hours in a day. I'm going on without food and I'm feeling fine, feeling energetic, feeling strong, feeling relaxed. My mental clarity, my energy is top notch. I'm telling you, this product, I have one member in my group. She was always complaining of how they call this thing, of gastric. Yeah, she has this gastric, the acid reflux. She was struggling with acid reflux. So she talked to me. I told her about this product. She bought the product. She used the product for 3 days, and then she called me. She said, Mama, that product that you gave to me, is it working also for acid reflux? I said, why are you asking? She said, yes, because since she started using that product, it's 3 days now. And that problem, she's no more having acid reflux. Before, she said she could not even exercise even for 10 to 15 minutes. But now, she says the energy that she has now, she can even exercise for an hour. If she don't want to stop, she can go on for up to an hour. That is the magic of this product. If you are struggling with intermittent fasting, you don't know where to start, I will advise you to get this product. That is it. Ivo Bekono say, I am a testimonial of this product. Please go for it. It works like magic. Thank you very much. For sure. It doesn't only work for your blood sugar. It doesn't only work for your energy. It doesn't only work for your mental clarity. People with high blood pressure, people with inflammation. First of all, inflammation, you hear people of arthritis, all these those are all inflammation. Anything that you go, gastric inflammations, all of these things, when you hear any word, they say tis. No, they are talking about inflammation. And by the time you start taking these products, that inflammation will go away. All your joints problem, they will go away. You can get the product. I will not talk much about it. When you start using it, you yourself, you will come back and testify to the product. So send me a message if you need the Feel Great system. But I will advise you to start using the Feel Great product. It's going to help you not only for your diabetes, but for your general health. So get these products. So yes, we were talking about it, and the next thing is about your stress. Focus on your stress. What are you doing about your stress? How much sleep do you get in a day? Are you even sleeping? Or you work from morning to evening? And when it's evening for you to sleep, that is when you still want to do extra work. No. That's not going to help you. It's not going to help your blood sugar. Stress, when you are stressed up or when you are not sleeping well, it causes your body to release those stress hormones. And these stress hormones, they also has an effect on your blood sugar level. We talk about the cortisol hormone. We talk about the adrenaline hormone. These two hormones are capable of increasing your blood sugar levels, even if you are eating well. If you are eating well, but you are stressed up and you are not sleeping well, your blood sugar levels will still go up. So you have to work on your stress level and on your sleep levels. You have to sleep well. How do we get the product? To get the product, there is always a link on my videos. Any video I am making, there is a link on how to get the Unimate. So click on my description. On my description, you will have a link for the Feel Great system, which is the Unimate and the Balance. Just click on that link, you will get the product. So the link is under my videos. If you're watching any of my recent video, just click on any of my recent video. The first comment, I pinned the comment, you will have the link to the product, Gladys. You just click on them and you see how you can order your product. I'm telling you, it's an amazing product. I can't testify enough about this product because I know what these products are doing. And to be honest with you, this product, it is not common in our African community. Let me first of all say this. It is not common in our African community. As Africans, we don't know this product. These products are being manufactured in the United States. The company is there, but they have branches all over the world. So the white people are more familiar with these products than to us Africans. Africans don't yet know the product. They are still coming to us. We now, where I am, it is us that are trying to introduce this product to our African community, because as Africans, these products are not renowned. So if you check the Oyibo, they are used to the product, they know them, and they are using them, and it's helping them. But for us Africans, it's something new. Many people still don't know it. But trust me, it is working magic. It is working magic. There are women, if you know any person that is struggling with PCOS, please let them use this product. This product is their solution. This product is their solution. Yes, so like I was saying, we were talking about stress, we were talking about the cortisol hormone and adrenaline hormone. Those are all hormones that can cause your blood sugar levels to go up, even if you are eating a balanced diet. Then the last thing that you need to do is to stay active. To stay active. How active are you? Are you exercising, or you are just concentrating on taking your medication and you are just concentrating on eating? You have to exercise. Exercise. When you are exercising, when you are moving your body. When I'm talking about exercise, I don't need you to go to the gym. I don't need you to go and register in the gym. No, just at home you can exercise in your comfort. Do it at home. Move up and down. To exercise, you must not be running hectares. No, you can also clean your house. Just cleaning, that is you being active. Working in your farm, that is you being active. Sweeping your compound, that is you being active. Cleaning, that is you being active. Some people, when they hear about exercise, they think, okay, they have to go and start lift all these heavy things. No, you don't need to start lift them. If you have grass, go and clear your grass. Clearing your grass, that is you exercising also. So just do any activity. If you like to dance, dance. If you love dancing, dance. That is a form of exercise. If you love swimming, swim. If you love to ride bicycle, ride bicycle. Those are all forms of exercise. So do them. It's going to help you to reverse your diabetes. And when you start doing this thing, and when you are consistent in doing them, you are definitely going to start seeing results. And the results is going to start by manifesting on your blood sugar levels. You are going to start to see a reduction in your blood sugar levels. Not only about that, you are going to see that your cravings are going to reduce. For you to know that your insulin resistance is beginning to get better, you will first of all notice that the cravings that you used to crave, it will reduce. It will reduce. You will not be craving that much again. So I said I should come to us and share all this information, because when I got that comment from that member, I was so disturbed, and I said it is not possible. And I know, because you are living with this mentality, there are other people out there that also know that diabetes is irreversible. But let me tell you, diabetes is reversible. It can be reversed. And the thing is that you have to know that your body is not broken. Your body is ready to be healed. But the only thing is that you need to create the right environment again for your body to heal. And that is what we are learning from this channel, or that is what I am teaching you on this channel. I'm teaching you how to eat, what not to eat, what to do, what not to do, just for you to reverse your diabetes. If you follow my videos and you listen to them well, you follow the instructions, and you have been watching me for like 2 to 3 months, and your blood sugar levels are not reducing, it means that you are just watching me and you are not putting the things into action. And if you are not putting them into action, nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change. Like some of you now, you are listening to me. I'm telling you how you can do to reverse your insulin resistance. The first thing I said is for you to reduce your insulin resistance. The second thing is for you to lose some belly fat. I talked about eat the right time, do intermittent fasting. I talked about managing your stress and sleep. And finally, I talked about exercise. So the thing that you have to start to do as from today is for you to put these things into practice. Do not only listen. Don't only be the hearers of what I'm saying, but also be doers. Do what I am saying. If you start putting them into practice and you are consistent, you will see results. You will definitely see results. Thanks so much, Mommy. Mine has really reduced. Thank you very much, Helen. Yes, she says her blood sugar levels have really reduced. Why? Because she is listening and she is putting in the work. She is putting in the work. But if you are only listening because you know that I am live and you just come, you sit and you are listening to what I'm saying and you think that your situation is going to change, it's not going to change. You will go back to your doctor and your doctor will still advise you your diabetes is irreversible or you have to live with those drugs all your life. Yes, because you are not doing anything to change your condition. Because you are not doing anything to change your condition. You have to take your diabetes into your hands. Your doctors, they will not help you. Remember, I said they are being trained to only manage it, to reduce your blood sugar level. So do not expect your doctor to tell you to go and start doing intermittent fasting. They will never tell you to go and do intermittent fasting. Even though they know that is the cure, but they will not tell you why, because they are the system, and the system has taught them to give you medication. The system taught them to give you medication, so they will only be giving you this medication. So go back, whatever you have been eating, if you know you have been eating junk food, throw them away. Do away with them, please. Do away with them. Change your lifestyle as from today. Start eating well. Don't live the life your parents or your grandparents lived. That is why you think diabetes is irreversible. It is because you are just copying from them. You are living in the same environment that your parents and your grandparents live. You are eating the same food that your parents and your grandparents eat. That is why your diabetes is not yet under control. But if you take the bold step, you stand out from your family and say, because you have diabetes, my own children are not going to suffer from diabetes, and you make a turn around. When you make a turn around, you will see that you will be the one that is going to stop that generation of diabetes in your family. So you can do it. Why not stand out for your family? If your parents didn't stand out for you, why don't you stand out for your own children and for your grandchildren? Set an example for them. Set a solid foundation for them. Because when you start eating junk, your children, when they grow up also, they will start copying from you. But from the moment you start eating healthy food, from the moment you start feeding your body with the right food, from you start exercising, from the moment you start avoid all this fried food, when your children grow up, that is what they are going to emulate. They say an apple doesn't fall far from its tree. So when you eat starch from morning to evening, your children will also eat starch from morning to evening. So let your children be an example to them, be their role model. Let me take some comment. I totally believe you. I have been doing aggressive intermittent fasting for 3.5 months ago. Thank you very much, Cyril. Yes, intermittent fasting, that is the only thing that can help you. It's going to the root cause. It's going to dig out the problem. and it's going to start activating your insulin sensitivity. Your insulin is then going to start working well. But if you are constantly eating, every time I see you, your mouth is busy because they say you have to eat 6 more meals in a day. And every time you are just living like that, eating 6 more meals in a day, anytime you eat, you are asking insulin to come. Some people, they will eat breakfast when it's 10 o'clock. The next thing they are looking for what to snack. Why are you snacking? Why are you snacking? You don't need to snack. You don't need to snack. Before, our parents, they taught us to eat 3 times in a day. 3 times was 3 times. You eat in the morning, you eat in the afternoon, and you eat in the evening. There was nothing like eating between the meals. But now, people, when they eat before it's getting to lunchtime, they have eaten like 2 to 3 snacks, and those snacks are the bad carbohydrate. Those snacks are the things that are causing your blood sugar levels to even spike than the normal meals that you are eating. Some people, they cannot stay without snacking. You will see they are looking for biscuits here and there. To do what with them? You don't need snack. You can only snack when you are experiencing low blood sugar levels. And at this stage, I believe that many of you don't even experience low blood sugar levels because you are constantly eating. So your blood sugar levels are constantly staying up. So why are you snacking? So why are you snacking? You don't need to snack. If you cannot skip your breakfast, then make sure to eat just 3 times in a day. When you take your breakfast, you wait for your lunch, you take your lunch, and then you wait for your dinner. Just 3 times. That will even help the situation, and not eating 6 times in a day. Your body was not trained to eat like that. No. Your body was not. It's you that is forcing your body to eat like that. Your body is not trained to be eating like that. And some people, they think that if they don't eat breakfast, they will die. You will not die. Even if you don't eat for 2 days, you will not still die because your body has enough energy for you. It has enough reserve for you. So whenever you don't eat, your body will go and start looking for the reserve and send it back to you to use it. So do intermittent fasting. Reversing diabetes is hard work. Change your lifestyle and thank her later. Thank you very much. It is hard work. You have to put in the work. It's like you went to school. Before you got your diploma, you had to do some hard work. You had to study day and night. You went to school. After school, you came back from school. You still have to study, or you go for extra classes. You were putting in the effort. Without that, you wouldn't have gotten your diploma. That is the same thing with diabetes. You have to put in the work. You put in the work, you are consistent. And there are some people that are even struggling with diabetes, but you cannot believe they don't have blood sugar meter. Yes, I know people that are diabetic, but they don't have blood sugar meter. So if you are a diabetic and you don't have a blood sugar meter, how then can you even control your diabetes? How then do you even know if your blood sugar levels are high or they are low? It is crazy, to be honest, if you don't have a blood sugar meter and you are a diabetic. So how are you doing it? The first thing you have to have as a diabetic is for you to get a blood sugar meter. And to acquire a blood sugar meter, you don't even need a prescription from a doctor. You just need to go to the nearest pharmacy and you purchase your blood sugar meter. Look for the most easiest blood sugar meter, a meter that you can manipulate. You don't need to go to school. You don't need a doctor's prescription to manipulate a blood sugar meter. But some people are there with diabetes. They don't even measure their blood sugar levels. They don't even have a blood sugar level. So how do you want to control your diabetes? If you're watching me and you don't have a blood sugar meter, please, even online, you can order it online. If you don't want to go to the pharmacy, if you don't want your pharmacist to know that you are a diabetic, You can order it online. Yes, order it online. Look for it online and order it and start measuring your blood sugar. If you measure your blood sugar level in the morning and you see that your blood sugar levels are high, it will bring you into panic. It will scare you in such a way that when you want to eat your lunch, you will not eat too much because your blood sugar levels were high in the morning. You will have it in your head that, okay, my blood sugar levels were high, so now because I want to eat, I have to go for something low in carbohydrate or something that does not contain a lot of sugar so that my blood sugar levels will not be high again. That is how you control your diabetes. That is how you do it. But when you wake up in the morning, you are eating, your blood sugar is high, and you are still just eating, you don't even know what is happening in your body, you are not going to fix it. You are not going to fix it. So please, if you are under the sound of my voice and you don't have a blood sugar monitor, please look for one. That is where diabetes management starts. You have to start by measuring your blood sugar. Know your readings, know your numbers. When you know your numbers, it will be easy for you to control your diet. It will be easy for you to control your diet. It's like you going into a classroom without a pen. How are you going to write? How are you going to write? So please look for a blood sugar meter and start monitoring your blood sugar. Even if you don't want to monitor it every day, at least 3 times in a week will be sufficient for you to get an average record of your blood sugar readings. Cyril said, I am based in Australia, but in Nigeria, insulin is a fat storage hormone and is responsible for this overweight and obesity. Thank you very much, Cyril, for that contribution. And that is a fact. That is a big fact. Insulin hormone, the hormone is a fat storage hormone. And I've explained this also in my channel. Thank you very much, Cyril, for that contribution. I have explained it. I said, when you eat food, when you eat your carbohydrate, you eat your EBA, or you eat whatever you are eating, even if you are eating a balanced diet, what happens is that when you eat this food is being broken down and converted into glucose or the blood sugar. And then insulin now is being produced so that insulin can come and take so that insulin will take this sugar and send it into your cells for it to be used as energy. But the problem is that most of the time we eat more than what our body needs. So what happens is that the reserve from that food that you ate, insulin is going to convert it and store it either as fat or as glucose. So insulin works in 2 ways. It stores your food into glucose or it stores it as fat. That is why you will see people that are on insulin, immediately they start taking insulin, you will see these people start to gain weight. It is as a result of insulin because it is a fat storing hormone. So you have to note that. And also, when you have insulin resistance, what happens is that because you are having this insulin resistance and this insulin is being converted into fat and stored into your fat cells, you start gaining weight. And that is the case with most people who are having diabetes type 2. If you look, majority of the people that are having diabetes type 2, they are overweight. Majority of the people that are having diabetes type 2, they are overweight, and it is as a result of excess insulin in them as compared to people with diabetes type 1. When you see people with diabetes type 1, because diabetes type 1 is a problem of insulin deficiency. When you see these people are thin, but because there is excess insulin in people with diabetes type 2, all of them are overweight or they are struggling with obesity. So start fixing your insulin problem. If you don't fix your insulin problem, it's going to be difficult. Yes, it's going to be difficult. Intermittent fasting requires mental discipline. For sure, it requires mental discipline. You have to fix yourself mentally, physically, and emotional. And discipline, you have to discipline yourself. For some people, I know for them to do intermittent fasting, for some people it's very difficult. And that is why I say you don't have to just jump into intermittent fasting and start doing 23 hours fasting and 1 hour eating, or you are doing 16 hours fasting and 8 hours eating. No, start slowly. Start slowly. You can start slowly by fasting for 12 hours and eating for 12 hours. That makes 24 hours, which is a day. And when your body gets used to that, you increase it. In the place of 12, you go now to 14:10. When your system is used to 14:10, you reduce it again. You go now 16:8. And when your body is used to 16:8, you reduce it again. You go for 18:6. Just like that, until you can be able to go a whole day without food. Don't just enter intermittent fasting and just want to do it at once. No, train your system. Start to do it slowly but steadily, and allow your body to rest, allow your body to adjust. And that is why I said the Feel Great product is a better product to assist you on that journey, because it is going to boost you, is your immune system, is going to increase your energy level, is also going to keep you strong and going and stop those cravings. You will not feel like to eat every minute. Hi, mommy. They even have it with wash. I'm taking about blood glucose monitor, please. Thank you very much. Yes, the blood monitor. Nowadays, you have blood monitors that you can even download the apps on your phone. If you're using smartphones, you can download the apps on your phone and put them in your phone so that you can always get your results on them. Technology has made everything so easy. Technology has made things very easy that you can even follow your blood sugar readings just by using your watch. You don't even have to start using the big monitor. So you can do that. It is possible, like what Jane is saying. Jane Smith says now you can use it with her watch. She is using her watch to monitor her blood sugar levels. If you cannot use your watch, for those people who have smartwatch, if you don't have a smartwatch but you have an Android phone, you can use your Android phones also and monitor your blood sugar levels just with your phones. There are small and portable blood sugar meters like the One Touch. The One Touch, that is the best one I can recommend for most people because it is affordable, it is very cheap. But then the One Touch, you can also have the app on your phone. Let me see if I can show you one. No, I wanted to show you the One Touch, but I don't have the One Touch here with me. Next time when I'm coming live, I will bring the One Touch with me along. But I have this AccuCheck. The AccuCheck also good, but the AccuCheck doesn't have an app except you want something with an app. But this is also comfortable. It is small. It is portable also for you to use to measure your blood sugar. I wanted to show you the One Touch. The One Touch is a great system because that one also you can use it and download the app on your mobile phone and monitor your blood sugar levels. So it is very important for you to monitor your sugar levels. You can use them on your phone, just like Jane said. You can use them on your watch, your smartwatch, your Android phones, or your whatever phones that you are using. But just look for something and make sure to monitor your blood sugar levels. Follow your monitor readings. They are very important. They are very important. If you cannot monitor your sugar readings, then it will be difficult for you to even know what is happening inside you. And if you don't know what is happening inside you, it will be very difficult for you to reverse your diabetes. So please, let us work. You've heard this message today. You've listened to me. I want to believe that you've learned something today. Know that diabetes is reversible. If you go to your doctor and your doctor tells you that diabetes type 2 is not reversible, tell your doctor that, doctor, you are lying. You went and watched a program online and the diabetes educator told you that diabetes type 2 is reversible. If the doctor said, who said that, give the doctor my channel link. Let the doctor come and watch my videos, because it is reversible. It is reversible, and I'm saying it with proof. I'm saying it with conviction. I'm saying it with all confidence, because my diabetes reverse coaching group of last month, our session of last month, just for 1 month, people could reduce their medication. So if just for 1 month, people could reduce their medication, imagine if I had to take them through for 3 months, what would have been the result? So don't tell me that you have to stay with your medications all through your life. That is a big fat lie. Even diabetes type 2, you don't even need medication. Yes, if you are diabetes type 2, you don't need medication, because those medications, they are not going to help you. When you start changing your lifestyle, you start eating the right food, you don't need medication. Your food is your medicine. When you have diabetes type 2, food is your medicine, not the tablets that you are swallowing every day from morning to evening. You don't need them. Work on your food. Work on your plate. What are you eating? Which kind of foods are you eating? Eat whole food instead of processed foods. So when you start eating those foods, you are definitely going to reverse your diabetes. But some people, they will prefer to eat fast food. They will prefer to go and eat in the restaurant, thinking that they are living a big life, thinking that they are living healthy by eating in the restaurant. You don't know what they are putting in those foods. You don't know what they are using there. So start preparing your own food, because when you prepare your food, you know what you are putting in your food. You know the kind of oil you are putting there. You know the kind of spices that you are putting. Instead of buying foods, prepare your own food. Normally, people that are even struggling with diabetes, you don't have to be eating outside. Don't make it a habit to be eating outside. Eat at home. Prepare your food at home, so that you know the quantity of salt that you are putting in your food. You can regulate it by yourself. Please, let us change this mentality of eating anything in the name of food. Not anything that is food is good for you when you are managing diabetes. Learn to pick your food. Select your meals. Not every meal that you have to eat because people are eating it. You don't have to eat everything that everyone is eating. Know that you are a diabetic, and so you have to stop and think about your health. And don't go to 2026 with high blood sugar levels. If you've been watching me, don't just carry high blood sugar levels and enter 2026, because I will not allow you to do that. Yes, I will not allow you to do that. So start putting your action as of today. Eat well. Start with your food. Tomorrow, if you wake up in the morning and that thing is telling you, go to the kitchen and go and drink tea with milk and sugar and bread, say no, you will not eat. Do not eat. Just drink water and leave the kitchen. Don't even go to the kitchen. Yes, because some people, they are tempted. Immediately they see food, they just want to eat. Don't go there. If you know you are that kind of person that you cannot resist food, don't go where there is food. God richly bless you, mommy, for all that you are doing for us. Indeed, you are helping us big time. My pleasure, Jane Smith. I'm happy to get such a comment from you. I'm happy I'm able to touch some lives. That's my goal, to touch as many as possible, to let you all know that diabetes is not a death sentence, and diabetes does not define you. It is a condition, and because it is a condition, you can fix it. Don't let diabetes define you. You have control over it. You have control over it. So know that you can do it. So I thought I should come up and share this video with us. Hope you people have learned something today. Hope you've learned something new about reversing diabetes and know that it is possible. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. For those of you who are still interested, we are going to start the next session. October classes are still going on for our 4-week diabetes reverse program. October sessions will start. The registrations are also open. So if you want to join the November session, you can always register on time, so to reserve your space. Orok Agbotani say the dietary and lifestyle modification remains the first principle of diabetes management. Thanks for the wonderful presentation. My pleasure, Dr. Orok Agbotabi. Of course, dietary and lifestyle modification, that is the first and the best, and I don't know how to talk about that, because that is the only thing that can help to reverse diabetes. The other things, they are just addition. Medication is an addition. Insulin is an addition. The main thing is your diet and your lifestyle. When you work on your diet, you work on your lifestyle, the food that you are eating. Africans, we have food. We have a lot of food. God has blessed us with all sort of foods, and these foods are rich in nutrients. That when you start eating them well, when you start combining them well, it's going to help you to reverse your diabetes. So Dr. Orok Agwatani, thank you very much for that confirmation. Also, thanks for being here. You're welcome, Doc. You're welcome. Thank you. Reverse the goal says, Reverend Esther. Okay, Reverend Esther says, thank you so much, Mom. You have encouraged me a lot. My pleasure, Reverend Dr. Esther. My pleasure, please. It's my goal to encourage each and every one of you and to let you all know that you can do it. You have this under control. Do not let diabetes to define you. That is not your destiny. You are more than diabetes, and you can conquer it. You all have the power to do it. It's just when you have the right information, just like the Bible says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. So when you have the right knowledge and you start putting them into practice, you are definitely going to start to see changes. So thank you very much, Reverend Esther, for being here. I really appreciate your presence here. So if we don't have any other question, we'll call it a day, and next week is going to be another day. We are still going to join here next week to talk more about diabetes management, because we need to keep on creating diabetes awareness, creating awareness about the disease itself, because many people know diabetes by high blood sugar. They don't really know what diabetes actually entails. It's more than just the high. Also talking about how to reverse it and how to manage it, because it is very important. Know that you can reverse diabetes. It is possible. If your doctor say you cannot reverse, tell your doctor that you have watched me and I told you that. So we'll call it a day. Next week is a day. So bye everyone. Thank you for joining. Please make sure to give the video a thumbs up and share the video to your family and friends so that they can also learn from what we've taught here today. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.